Hey guys, it is Sharon back with Little Britain Company, and today is the final part of putting together the envelope album. We're doing the Christmas one, or Christmas theme for this envelope album. So far, I think when last I saw you, had already started putting things together, and I said I was going to finish some things up, and I've gotten pretty far. This particular album is probably going to take 5 to 6 hours to put together. It'll be quicker if you have all of the pieces already set up and ready to go. So this could have been a lot quicker, honestly. But there you go. Anyway, so positive. So this is where we are so far. I have put in the envelopes. We've attached them in our last video. And I have added quite a few of the cards and the cardstock. I did also add this little guy. I love this little Santa. He is actually a card from Target. So what you have is a pocket right there to put cards or tickets. What I kept thinking was it would be so cool. You really could fit a set of tickets in here, and then behind him you can actually slide in a picture. So you can slide a picture in here, put your tickets inside. I just really liked the idea. And I'll show you in a little bit. We're going to start doing some decorations, but I wanted to just do a quick run through of where we are. Lots of the cards in. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. You know, as happy as I ever am, I guess, as any artist ever is with their art. There's work to do on these, and we're not going to leave these like this, because my goal with this particular album was to make it something that would be easy for someone else to take and make their own. But again, we talked about, this could be your own cards in here, and then you wouldn't want to cover up the way I will be doing it a little bit. So you can see here, I had this just plain simple background. And when I got to this one, I really wanted to do something just a little bit different. I had this very interesting plaid, which just reminds me of skiing. I don't know why. I do not know why, but it reminds me of 1950s skiing or ski sweaters. So I included a strip here. I really do love that when you open it up, you get this really great series of poinsettias and plants. And then you get kind of this nice outdoorsy feel. And you get Santa. I'm really liking that. And then on the end, we have our Merry Christmas. We did this in the previous album. And you can see this one, I did leave that it opens up. It'd be really nice to put something inside. And honestly, if you had a 5x7, it would be perfect right in here. And you could just cover up what I have written here. And when you open it up, you've got your really cool 5x7. And that could be a vertical or horizontal, whichever you want, really. And then over here, I decided at the end of the album, you really should have a Santa representation. Here's where it gets fun. I very much liked sort of this darker papers coming to this particular page. And so we've added on our pages. I ran out of cards. And this can certainly happen to any of us. We can run out of cards. What do we do if we run out of the cards that came with the envelopes, or that we already had decided, and maybe we don't have a card that really works? Got all our cards. Well, I had extra cards that I picked up at different places, and they're not going to be the same size. One of the real benefits of picking up these cards at Dollar Tree is that you are getting cards that are basically the same size. Cards and envelopes that are basically the same size. They really do fit well together. If you're buying the 2 for $1, they are this size. If you are buying the dollar ones, they are much bigger. And you could certainly build an entire album with the bigger ones. So now I have this. And I have some random cards. I went through all my cards, and I found these 3. And I like all of them for different reasons. I really, really like the idea of these little angelic girls. I think that they work kind of well with this concept of the Polaroids and of Santa. I just really like it. I think it's really pretty. I think that it really brings in sort of the true meaning behind Christmas in its own way. I also just love this scene. And again, I think it works really well with what's happening here with, you know, with our Merry Christmas sort of going throughout. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Christmas, Merry Christmas. I think the colors work pretty well together. So I have that one. And then I have this one. Again, I liked all of these for different reasons. I do like this one. It has sort of this darker feel to it. The problem with all of these is that none of them are the exact correct size. So here's what we're going to do if we can't find cards that are the exact correct size and we need to substitute for something because we didn't have, as the album works and really creates itself. And I guess I would say in some ways, and I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit here, but in some ways, this really is my art form. And so it's in some ways similar to the way an artist says, or that the piece, either the painting or the sculpture or whatever, it's kind of talking to you and it's making its own decisions about the directionality. And I think this happens the same way for me. That now it may not be true for everybody, but for me, it just kind of creates itself. As I'm working through the pages and making decisions, it just kind of comes together by itself. On this one, I did also add a little bit here. This is stars. These are little gold stars. This is actually from Echo Park. So I really liked these. I thought they were really pretty. I thought they were a good ending, sort of a cap to the ending. Okay, but what you're really interested in, I'm sure, is, okay, Sharon, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to make these cards fit? And here's what we're going to do. Now, if the card is too big, I'm going to stop and backtrack, Sharon. Stop and backtrack. I want to figure out exactly how big my cards are. I know that all of my cards are approximately the same size. So this particular card is, it is actually about 4, it's very in between. So I'm going to call it, I don't know what to call it. I'm going to call it 4 5/8. I'm going to call this 4 5/8. What strange number. 4 5/8 by, yeah, again, by 6 7/8. 4 5/8 by 6 7/8. I wish I had my, I do have sticky pad around here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. It's kind of funny for someone who works in paper. Here we go. Found it. To not be able to find paper to write on. So what did we say? We said 4 5/8 by 6 7/8. I'm going to redo that just real quick just to make sure that those are the right numbers. Because I tell you what, my mind is a sieve and I will forget this in a couple of minutes. Yep, that's approximately correct. And yeah, I think that's right. And so what's important here is when I do my cutting, as long as I'm cutting the exact same sizes, I could cut them whatever I wanted to. I do want them to be pretty similar to the sizes of the cards that I already have. So I'm going to take one more quick look at, do what I did with my ruler. I just had it. So I'm going to do this again really quickly on this card. Yep. Yeah, I think we're right. That's the size that we need. Okay. We're going to put that aside over here. Pretty ribbons over there. Now, I'm willing to bet none of these cards are the right size. So, I don't think you can see, you can't see the bottom. I've got a measuring thing right here. Move you around a little bit. Sorry, I don't mean to jostle you. I really do feel like there's a person there. All right, so I'm going to measure this one up really quickly on this side. I'm sorry you can't see it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about 4 1/2. This one is 4 1/2 by 6 3/4. So it's a little bit small. It's just a touch small. And this one, you guys know, I don't even need to measure that one. I know it's much smaller. And then I have the doggy card. And I will say, look at the inside. Isn't that cute? Looking at the doggy card now and looking at these when I had them in the album, I think that I'm going to choose these two. I want this one on the outside and this one on the inside. So we're going to make these work. And put my card away here. Now, the background paper for all of these was, of course, the envelope. So the next thing we can consider is we can take another look here and decide, do I want to add more red and extend my red, or do I want to go with some other papers? This really is black. At first I was thinking it was dark blue. This one's a navy blue. I was thinking this was just a very, very dark blue. To me, I don't know. Honestly, it really could be a very, very dark blue. So hard to tell. Okay, so we have certain colors running through here and through here. So I am going to go ahead and create something here. We're going to use some heavy-duty cardstock. So I'm going to use a nice red. Yeah. And I'm looking at this red against this. It's a little bit darker than those. That's okay because it's not meant to be an envelope. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to make two of these. Am I? I'm thinking. So, what to do? If this was smaller, it's 4 5/8. Here's what I'm thinking, and I'll share my thought process with you because I haven't, you know how I kind of roll with punches here. So there are two ways we could handle this. It's kind of blocking some of the light there. I could make two, cut out two pieces that are 4 and 5/8 by 6 and 7/8. But I just want to make it easy on myself. I really don't want to make anything any harder on myself than I need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this piece, and I think I'll have plenty of it to fold. So I'm just going to take my 4 and 5/8, which is actually my vertical length. My 4 and 5/8 is my horizontal. Okay, my 4 and 5/8 is my horizontal, and my longer side, which is the 6 and 7/8, is, yeah. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is if I cut this and then give it a fold, I can make it easy on myself attaching it to the envelope. So I just need to figure out how big that is. That is going to be 2/8, 9 and 2/8, 9 1/4. And I'm probably going to want to go, when I do this, I'm going to want to give it just a touch more, because where you create the fold, you will lose a touch of paper. So I want to take that into account. So let me go ahead and cut this lengthwise. So 9 1/4. 9 1/4 is here. I'm going to go literally just over my 9 1/4. Not too much over. Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then this one can still be the 6 and 7/8. I don't need, right there. I don't need to do anything differently with that one. Okay, so now what I need to do now is I'm going to score it, and then I'm going to fold it. So I want to score it 4 and 5/8. 2/8, which should be about there. Because even though, there we go, I went over a tooch. I always love it when it's like perfect on one side and still just a touch off on the other. And when I say I always love it, I don't. I don't. It drives me nuts. Okay. So we've got this piece, which will now become the piece that goes here. So we're going to add this here. This becomes our card base. Really simple. Easy peasy. Perfect. So when we attach it, it's good to go. So because I know where my card base is and because I know how it's going to sit, I want to go ahead and just go take care of attaching the other parts that I'm going to be doing here. Get this out of the way. It just keeps blocking the light. And I need to keep in mind, this is my orientation, right? This is going to be when you open it up, and then when you fold it this way, this one is across from the Merry Christmas one. And I've already decided I really want this guy to be on this side. And it's pretty much a perfect fit. I get a tiny bit of framing around it. Perfect. It's not going to be so easy with the angels, but this one is making my life easy. So we're just going to cut that down. Yeah, go get that way. I want to make sure that I don't cut right on the fold. See, that fold is actually right here. If I cut right on the fold, I would have a little bit of bending on my card, and I don't want that. All right, so this guy goes out of the way. And we're just going to go ahead straight in and attach this right there. Perfect. And truth be told, even if it goes a little bit closer to this end, you've got all that other red on that side. Let's see if this is still working. Oh, thank goodness. Gotta clean up my glue here. This stuff is something. All right. So I'm not really using a tremendous amount of glue. It may look like it, but I'm really just scraping some of it around because you just don't need much. This stuff is magic. This is my art glitter glue, and it is just magical. Okay. There. All right. So to me, that's pretty perfect. As I said, it kind of goes all the way up to this edge. That's okay, because this is going to be attached. You'll be seeing some of the red envelope underneath, which creates that continuity underneath. And you'll see whatever's left on these sides. Now I turn it over. Here comes the hard part. I really, really want to show these adorable little angels. I'm going to start. Look, you have that. Oh, how pretty. Do you see? It's just very lightened effect. You know, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick peek at how that's going to look. Because remember, this is going to be on here. And when you flip it open, do I want that really light angels there? Or do I want... Honestly, I think I want these beautiful, very light angels because they really make me think of, you know, angels. Okay. So, again, it's deciding for me what I should do. I'm okay with that. It doesn't leave me too many decisions to make. If you can, I'll do it like this so you can really see. I think you can see the mountain fold even better. I am getting that mountain fold literally right on the outside of where my blade's going to cut. I don't want to lose much at all. I just want to lose that sort of, the way that kind of curls in. I don't want that on this card because it will affect it. It'll look slightly off. Okay, so let me pull this back out again. I know I should be singing Christmas carols. Okay, so I have that. I really, really like that. So the back page is black. I wonder if I have... So I'm kind of thinking about doing just a plain black matting, which would be super cute. So doing a black matting around that. Let me see if I have some black. It would be shocking if I don't. Here we go. Black is just such a staple, especially when you're building albums. Black, white, and the off-white are just generally my staples. Although for Christmas albums, I often work in red. But that's about it. I guess maybe for Valentine's. You can work in whatever colors you want to. We all just have our preferences. So I'm going to take a quick look at how this is going to look. I just kind of love it. I think I love the subtlety of it. I hope you like it too. I do. All right, so y'all know how I like to mark mine. There we go. Let me get this out of the way. I was using that, if you saw the card, the quick card video. I made really just a quickie. I made one card. Just quick card video with my process. Yeah, everybody's process is different. I think so often we all need, and I still need, to accept that my process doesn't have to be the same as somebody else's. Theirs doesn't have to be the same as mine. And they can all produce really beautiful results. I'm going to keep it on this side because I'm kind of, there we go, easy peasy. This kind of created a little bit of a weird edge here. So, okay, so here we go. Really no different from card building. And again, I like to work with a certain weight of cardstock, mostly because thin cardstock you really just can't glue because the glue will show through. You'll see the ridges. Is anyone here old enough to remember the Ruffles Have Ridges commercial? Sorry, I digress. Okay. I like that. I think that's pretty good there. Pretty on par. I'm very, very much liking the look of this. And I may leave, I'm trying to decide if I want to leave a little bit of extra black on the bottom that mirrors sort of the Polaroid in reverse. Yeah, I'm just gonna center it. I like it centered. Sorry. I'm sorry. Beautiful painting. Beautiful picture. Okay. I think I've mentioned before, the other reason I really like working with my art glitter glue is that even though it dries fast, and man, it dries fast, you have a few seconds to reposition something. And you absolutely do not have any time when you're doing the tapes. When they're down, they're down. That's it. It's a done deal. Okay, so we put this together. Let's put it in and see how it looks. Oh, well, I hope you like it as much as I do. I very much like this. Very much. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. So, all right, let's go ahead and adhere it. Get my glue ready again. Okay. I put my glue down too low on the bottom here. That was a little bit too low. It's okay. It's all good. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you dare. You need to be more centered. You need to talk to them. If you don't talk to your cards, they will walk all over you. Do what they want. Stick how they want. Really, I'm not nuts. I just like to have fun. Okay. All right, now remember on this one, I have a couple of choices, and I think I'm going to do something slightly different here, and I don't have this in my other album. I'm going to do this. I'm going to give myself the option of having that top, a place to put things in on top. This is the one thing that's difficult about the albums, is when you're putting these pieces in. What do you think? So you have pockets everywhere in this album now, but now you also have one top pocket. So on this one, you can slide something in. You have places for pictures. You have places that you could put, you could save different ephemera. You have all sorts of places in here. All right. That's where we are right now, guys. I'm ready to start putting some of the pieces in. Actually, I'm probably not. So the next step, the next thing I'm actually going to do is I want to go ahead and take care of the top of my album, and then I can put in little things along the way. So I had, if you remember, I had chosen this guy. I absolutely adore him. This is a Dollar Tree card, and I just think he looks vintage and cute. And this definitely, to me, is absolutely something that I would feel like I could see in a vintage shop, a vintage card. I found this one, which I actually use some of this on the inside, and I love it. And I thought, oh, wow, that looks so cute together. It's got some of those sagey greens going on. I love it. It's perfect. But it was blending in a little too much. And then I found this, which I also really adore. And I love it. And I love it. So, so here are the pieces. Now these aren't exactly cut where I want them to be. So we're going to work on that. I think they're all about the right width. Let me look. Yeah, that really is about the right width, but it's too long. And yeah, and that one's about the right width. But again, I think these are both a little bit too long. And here's how I'm going to do this. I need to make sure that this one is going to fit properly in this space. I don't want it too close to this edge. I don't want it on this edge. That would cause a problem with opening and closing. So it definitely needs to be, needs to have a gap here. And that's probably about 1/8 of an inch gap, which is fine. And I want to do a little bit more framing. This is just a wee bit too close. So we're going to trim that one. Here we go, a building. Get it backwards. A Christmas album too. Here we go, a building. An album for me and you. Here we go. That's about right. And guys, sometimes you just cut. You're like, okay, that is going to be about as perfect as I get it. I'm just going to cut. Does your ribbon leave you with a bit of a ridge? It does. It will. I'm going to turn it this way. I like it better that way. Yep. But honestly, you literally will not notice that ridge once you have built this up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this piece first, and then we're going to move on to our next piece. And we are definitely going to measure it against this one. Each one from me gets measured against the one that's going to be underneath it when I'm doing this kind of a building up of the levels. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to hold underneath it. Where's this little thing? I'm going to do this. So I have this cute little small clipboard for just this purpose. I don't know if you can still get small clipboards, but I can put it underneath and it stops me, it gives me that steadiness that I want without crushing things. Okay. This one, so I've built on this one. We have this base. For this one, I want to make sure that I'm getting some even coverage around Mr. Snowman here. I'm going to turn it over to do that. I'm going to turn them both over. Let's see. Can you see this? I move this one out of the way. So it's white on white, and I'm sorry about that. What I really want here is for this to be relatively even. And I think what that tells me is I'm going to cut right about there. Okay. And again, this is handmade, not machine made, so it's not going to be perfect. Mine's not going to be perfect. I have learned to live with it. With me. I'm okay not being perfect. And I try. Okay. So, let's see. Is that the... Oh, yeah. That's actually even better right there because I get more of this sage coming through. These greens just really... I just really love them. Okay, so now... But right over there. Now, I'm going to go ahead, get this guy down right in the middle, as close to the middle. I think that's good. Oh. And then we take him and we're going to put him right in there. I'm going to center him as best we can. Yep. Come back. They're always trying to escape. Okay. Okay, so here comes I'll move him a little bit more. And remember, I'm at a place now where I can still move him around, lift him up a little bit if I need to. It's after I burnish that I can't. I'm good pretty much until I burnish. Once I burnish, it's going to be a lot harder. Okay. There's our cover. I'm super tickled with him. I actually wish that he had some sparkle to him, that he had a little bit of glitter in there. And I'm going to consider adding something. I just don't know. I don't know. Because I really love him the way he is. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to do a huge amount with this one. I'm just going to add a little bit here. Let me clean up my glue mess here. So I'm going to add a little bit here, like the right size for a bookmark. And so I've been telling you guys that I've started focusing pretty exclusively right now on Christmas because I have all those shows coming out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little series with some of the things that I'm making for my show. Maybe you like it. Oh, I love him so much. I would be tempted, and I'll have to think about it. I'm tempted to put just a plain cream strip like right through here. A place where you could write something about him or about what this is. I am going to put one more piece down here. I think I need another piece. This piece had this book, by the way, had 60 sheets in it, and I have absolutely done some damage to it. I always think it's interesting when people are like, let's kill this let's kill this pack of paper, and I'm like, but I like the paper. I really like the paper. Why must I get rid of it all? Well, because you can't have it all and you can't see it all. But still, all right, I like that corner. So with this one, I'm going to go really easy. I'm going to go ahead and measure against. Remember, I still don't want it to go to the very end. I don't want it around that corner. I have several different ways that I do this. The only time I go all the way around an album, go in there. There we go. The only time I would wrap all the way around the album is generally if I'm using some of my Dollar Tree sort of cricket paper. I think I showed you one of those in the preview. The pink Christmas album is the one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on this one. I'm gonna do it this way. And this way. Let's see if we got it. I love this distressed look. Truly love that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it down. And then the fun part, which is sort of doing some slight decorations on the inside. And remember that I said I don't really want some of the sentiments that are in there at the moment. I want to change those out. I want this to be something that anyone could pick up and make their own. It doesn't have to be that way. It could be very, very personal. But that's the way I want this one to be. Okay. Let's see how we're doing there. There we go. Okay. Let's get this guy. Actually, I'm going to turn him this way so I have more surface to burnish on. There we go. You notice that I'm kind of smoothing out this side. That's to ensure my paper does not decide to tear apart. It's paper. Paper is fibers. Fibers tear apart. So the more I kind of smooth it, the more I'm making those fibers decide that, oh, this is the way we're supposed to move. Not the way we were originally in here. So I may put something right there, but I am really liking the outside of this album. Okay, so now it's time to do a little bit of fun stuff on the inside. For me. Let me get the spare half the time I spend with you. I'm just putting glue back in. Okay, so now I have some other bits and pieces here that I pulled earlier, thinking that, okay, well, you know, when I'm ready to do this, I want to be able to jump in and start working and putting things in. So the album really has a little bit of a, to me, I feel it has a wee bit of a rustic feel, but it also, I'm hoping, has a wee bit of a nostalgic feel to it. So right here, I really like this. So we're going to take this. I'm going to try. Let's see if this guy's working today. Are you deciding to work today or not? You have a job. You have one job. It's to glue things down. You can't just decide not to work. Let me get that off there. I'm going to use my smaller one. Let's see. I think we're good to go. Let's see. Again with the glue, Sharon. Okay. I'm not sure if it's opening. Not sure if I got that through. It's not. Let's see. I don't see any glue coming through, so I think I need a longer pen to stab it with. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my tree, let's see, do I like it that way or do I like it that way? I like it this way. Okay, so I want my tree to go this way. What I also want is I want people to be able to tuck in the tree. Now, I think I want them to be able to tuck to the side of the tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue down like this. Easy peasy. Quick burnish. Now, if you have something, you can just tuck it in. Now, I didn't leave a tuck on top. I mean, to me, you could put some kind of sentiment up here, or sentiment up there, or a picture in here, a smaller picture, but these, I'm not adding anything to these 2 pages. And the reason I'm not going to add anything is because it already has this. And I feel like you could add too much. So this is perfect for a picture right here. And it's perfect for a little notation here about what was going on. But I do want to change these because remember I did say that may not be everybody's cup of tea. And I found, I have all sorts of things. I found this, and I love it, because I can take this one and put it straight across, and it keeps that sort of whimsical feel and actually makes it, I think, a little bit more whimsical. Now, this is something I got this summer from Hobby Lobby, and I don't trust the adhesive. just don't trust the adhesive. I'm not a trusted person sometimes. So we're going to add a little adhesive just to make sure we don't, I would not want this to come apart on someone. That would just be so rude. So let me make sure I'm giving it kind of the evenness that I want it to have. Yep. There we go. And again, that's all I'm doing here. I'm someone, I kind of think sometimes less is more. I am going to, let me make sure I burnish this. Quick burnish. Okay, so now I have this cute little thoughtfulness is a blessing. Thoughtfulness is a blessing. That is quite true. I'm kind of thinking that this Santa is on his way would be really cute. Although I don't know. I'm going to pull it off for a second and see. If I put it there, it's just not quite the right size. It's just a tiny bit too small. Oh, that is such a shame. Because I really like that. Let's see what else. I have so much here. Let's see what else I have here. Maybe one of these guys. It's cute. Now this, guys, this I have had absolutely for 20 years. Some of my original scrapbooking stuff, and I still love it. I think it's still gorgeous. Okay, so I've got some. Again, these are 20 years old. What about this? All the presents, jingle bells, Santa was here. These are cute, but they're going to be see-through. Again, I've had this for many years. These are more new. These are newer. So I got these at Dollar Tree, actually, this year. No, these are older. But cute. And this one, I don't know if anyone still makes these, something like this. This is a flip one. So you could use either side or... All right, so here we go. Let's see if we have something else. I'm looking through these and thinking, I have two of those. Wondering if I have something that's going to fit there. It's kind of a weird fit. I like those. These are cute. But again, it's the width and breadth of it. Next to these I got this year. Something like the presents, would they fit there? They would, but I don't love them. So I may have to find something that I like okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find something that I love. This that I keep these Christmas stickers in. This is something I got from the Dollar Tree, and this normally would have this a dry erase type thing, so kids can put a card and a sheet in here for handwriting practice or math practice, whatever it is. You put the sheet in there, they write on this, so they're still able to write. Then you can wipe it down and put a new sheet in, and it's reusable. But it's also a great envelope, and it hangs. I can hang this up and stack these up. I have so many stickers. Okay. Still not finding the perfect sticker. These are old. Beautiful, beautiful, but old. And I don't think they work. Guys, second page out and I am flummoxed. I have again, these are old. so old. Cute, adorable, but definitely they've been around for a while. Do not trust them. At least as far as the adhesive goes. Okay, I'm not finding anything here that I like that would go there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to say, you know what? Thoughtfulness is a blessing. That's true. Maybe someone could put something very thoughtful from a friend or whatever. And I'm going to move on. Otherwise, I could take literally forever trying to figure out what I want to do with those. Okay, so above Mr. Snowman, once again, I am looking to see. I have, by the way, if you've seen these, I have these in here because all I need to do is edit this bottom part, the to and from, and I've got this really cool sticker. So there's plenty here to work with. It doesn't have to, you know, I don't have to worry about the to and from. I can do plenty of interesting editing with that one. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, if I can find them. I know, if I can find them in this. I'm going to go back to this one for a minute. I am definitely struggling, excuse me, with the size of things. So I'm looking. I cannot ignore 2. So for me at this point, it's about finding kind of the perfect thing that will go somewhere. I'm just looking at all the different things that I have, what's going to be super cute, and it doesn't have to be. I actually really like this one. Jingle is kind of perfect. So it doesn't have to fit there exactly if I can do a wee bit of editing. I'm going to do Jingle on this one. Get him out of here. All right. So to fit Jingle, I'm going to measure that a little bit and decide what kind of paper I think Jingle's going to work with. I love the green, and you've certainly got this. This could reverse this one with this has got the green with the white on the inside, so I could use maybe a little bit of off-white. All right, so let's move this guy up here for a minute. Let me find a little bit. I should have plenty of off-white here. I'm going through my scraps here on the side because I cut so much. So much. Not much of the off-white here. Why not? Why is my off-white hiding from me? Okay, so I'm just going to get... Oh, I do have this. I don't know if that's got any off-white in it. It's got green. I picked this up at a thrift store, actually. And I thought that would be great. These border strips. Look, I bought it for $1. And I know it did not sell for $1. But I thought these border strips would be wonderful for belly bands. Easy peasy, ready to go belly bands. But they may... Apparently I can't cut anything. But they may also be really good for something like this. If I can get it open. Let's try again. Put that away. That thing is too daggone sharp for me to just let it sit there. Okay, so I got into it. Maybe. There we go. And let's see. Some beautiful colors. Well, I love that sage. That is a little bit, not so sure about that one. I think the white will work. I think I'm just going to grab this little strip of white and I'm going to work with it. Because it makes it easier for me not to have to pull out, you know, whatever papers I can find. So, it also is... I'll do it this way. Now, if you have these particular stickers, be careful. If you bend them, they will crack. And if they crack... They are not as attractive. All right. I'm okay making jingle a little bit off center, because I'm just going to really big fussy cut around him. And we're going to see how this works. Let's hope it works. Right now I'm going to see how we're doing. Doing okay. Now I can always bring this in a little bit. It doesn't have to be. What I want to do is make sure that I don't make it too small. If it's too small, it won't fit. I kind of like that. I don't have a huge amount of space to work with here, because it sure is trying to show through, isn't it? How about right there? There is nothing to say it has to be fully centered, and I like that. I like how it's kind of off center there, so I'm not trying to put like a star on his head. And I love, perfect. It's like a blob of snow. All right, I really like that. I hope you do too. So we've got jingle on that side. I am doing nothing to this side. I love that Christmas tree. So on this one, we have Wishing You Joy, which I will do nothing to. And we have the Merry Christmas Granddaughter. So the Merry Christmas is fine, but we've got this granddaughter here. And again, it's too specific for what I am looking for in this album. So I'm going to, how big is that? I'm going to do something different underneath. Again, I keep running into this. Well, maybe not. So I do plan on continuing to look for what I believe will be the perfect thing to go underneath each of these. This is part of what takes me so long. Okay. So over here, I'm just going through it all again. I'm just looking back through everything and seeing, at this point, I better cap this glue. Come on, there we go. Because if I don't cap my glue, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So now I'm going back through and seeing if I can find something that's going to be kind of perfect. This might be. I don't know. If this is clear underneath, it's clear. If it wasn't clear, I would do that, and I would have thought that would have been really cute. But it's clear, which is perfect for some things, but not for what I want to do right here. Shooba-dooba. All right, no. That one's clear. Now I have this. And it is definitely not big enough. But I've got places to play with this one. So we're going to see what that would look like if I went across there and then had something else underneath. No. Why does it torture me so? That's cute. I wonder if that's big enough. I'm liking this Season's Greetings. Let's take a look. Let's see. Maybe. Don't know. I'll tell you, I can absolutely live with that. And the reason I can live with that is because it just looks like it's part of something here. Okay. Alrighty. Getting somewhere. Okay. Really like that. Okay. All right. Now, my sons are absolutely a blessing. They are. But probably doesn't need to go here. So cute. So here's what I'm going to do with this one. Definitely this is slightly too big. And I'm actually just going to pull it out so you can so we can all see. It's too big. This is too big. This doesn't fit. But it can. So here's what we're going to do the same thing we did before. I'm going to get some of the red. I'm starting to fill my table with things again. It keeps falling down. I'm going to grab a little bit of the red, and I'm actually, yeah, I'm not going to use that. I'm thinking about using an envelope, but I'm not going to use the envelope. I'm going to, maybe I should. It would definitely be muted. I need to figure out how much space I actually need. All right, let me put this back in. Probably you won't hear anything that I'm saying. Probably this is going to be it's not working. Okay. 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. Not big enough. I guess this one. No. This one is, that's 2 1/2 inches. Let's cut a piece of red and see if it's 2 1/2 inches. Gonna be perfect. Talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I know I just cut a piece of this thing. It's gotta be here somewhere. Okay. Really is no need to do that. Here we go. Okay. That one needs something. Okay, these I also got this summer. Oh my word. These things are so big. The sentiments are so big. No, I'm not going to find it in here. All right. I don't even think 3 inches is going to cover that. How big is this guy? That is 3. 3 inches might cover it. Oh, just look at that. A 2.5. That'd be so much smaller. That's 2. That's 2. Where's my 2.5? I'm sure I have it. Where's my 2.5? Oh no, I think I lost my pen. There it is. That would be a catastrophe. Let's try that again. Okay, so now that I have something that's perfect to fit here, there are lots of things I can put there. You can see I keep kind of figuring it out. Yeah, we decided that was fine. So, what to put here? Something really cute, like maybe that guy. Look how sweet that is. Or that guy, huh? Or we could just put something simple like that. I'm going for nostalgic. I think I'm actually going to go with this guy. Because when he comes up, Cute, cute, stinking cute. So we're just taking these and we're making them our own. Each one becoming something a little bit more than it was, or a little bit different than it was. Oh, I forgot this one. Let's do this one. Okay. Let me get back to this. That one is perfect. All right. I'm going to pull it right back up again, because we're going to make sure that the adhesive is good. We want the good stuff. Make sure it's a bit over. Right. There. Perfect. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now that brother right here, I want to keep something. I don't know if this will fit. So I'm going to use this guy, but I am very purposely going to move it over so that I see. Go higher, go higher, go higher. Yep. Some of the gold coming out underneath it. Honestly, I'm the only one who will know that is part of a name. Well, you guys will know. I want to do a little bit more here. I think I need something more. Okay, I'm not actually loving that. I am not loving it. I think I need to do something a little bit different. All right. I do actually really like that. Okay, so I really actually like this, and I actually like the way, even though this could have been a mistake, I like the way that this tartan is coming out behind it. To me, that looks like it's very much purposeful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a spot, so another tuck spot on this one. So I want someone to be able to tuck in here. So we've got, we've got this great little spot here where you can tuck something in. All right, like that. Okay. Again, although this seems very skier-like to me, I love these. Now I could do something fun, kind of like that and that. Does have to go down. I think those are really cute. But I do worry about overdoing it. I worry about having a little bit too much. I like that. What if I did this? Oh, yeah, I like that. With those down below. Yep. And again, make sure I leave one here. I like my tuck spots. So I'm going to do that there so that you could tuck in here. I'm going to do this one like that. So you could tuck in just right in here. Sweet. And I just love this. I think this is really carrying on that continuity of the album. And truthfully, I'm good with these. I think I'm good with them. I'm going to look at this one for a minute. I really like, I just don't think it adds anything to it. So I really only want to add something to it. If it's going to add something to it, okay. So I'm good with these. I'm leaving those alone. I have one thing I'm going to have to go hunt for in a minute to do here. This one's perfect. That is okay. This one's not. All right, so we need to find something. The grandson one. Okay, so we've used a couple of these. I don't like using too many duplicates. I just don't. I don't want it to be repetitive through the album generally. So I want something cute here. And if I had... Oh, I didn't. I was about to say if I hadn't put the sweater there, but I didn't put the sweater there, did I? So we could... yeah, the sweater's too big. Sweater would be kind of cute. But the sweater's going to cover the tree, and I don't want to cover the tree. I want to find something that's going to fit here, that's going to work with this, but that isn't going to cover up some of the elements that I really like about it. Get these things out of the way. Okay, so now the hunt is on again to see if we can find something. I wish you guys could talk to me and say, Sharon, that's the perfect thing right there. Stop what you're doing. That. But maybe one of these. These are all so sweet. And by the way, all of these are individual. You've just got a ton of stickers in this one. There's a lot to choose from on here. And a lot of really perfect things on there. I don't think I have anything perfect that's going to work with this. I do here. I love this Deck the Halls right here, but I'm going to have to do another cutout. Come so close. All right, so I love that one. That one's good. No. No, 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 no. I've got snow. I don't like that for that one. So I'm over here looking through my stickers again. No. This, by the way, is actually just a small portion of my stickers. I just pulled out because if you pull out too many, you really can spend all day looking through them. Just double check what we got here. So the idea here is that this is very whimsical and this is Santa. Okay. So I'm trying to look at what I've got going here. So I've got Santa over here with this Merry Christmas, and this really should be a bit of a whimsical tree in the forest ready for Santa. Or at least that's my thought. So, I don't know. Loving that. I like that. Joyful blessings at Christmas. I think that works fine. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me that said granddaughter? Were you going to let me do that? Okay, we got a grandson and a granddaughter here, so we need to do something about those. But we also have this. This just says grandson, but Christmas is the perfect time for sending you a world of love. That's okay. So that's going to make me rethink some of what I have going on here. I don't want a Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. That just doesn't make sense. I still really like that one. The snow one isn't going to work. And this is clear. Now, just because it's clear doesn't mean it's wrong. Because I could put something underneath it. But I really wish that I had thought to look for and pull more specific things. So, as much as I like this one, these do not work with this card, but they might work with this one. But they don't. They might, but they don't. They could, but no. Okay, so we're going through a lot of these. I'm not seeing what I want. So I'm going to hold off on that one for a minute and go all the way to my back here. There is nothing I want to do with these. I love these exactly how they are. I'm not doing a thing with those or with this one. So knowing that, I know that I just have a few bits and pieces here that I want to finish up. I know that I need something to cover the grandson, and I know I need something about the granddaughter. And I probably want something back here. So I apologize for stepping away from you for a moment as I knock things down. I am looking, so I found a few more possibilities. At least they're close enough to be possibilities. So I'm going to keep looking. Not that. That's that. That's that. That's under there. There's two of those. Where's that guy? Is he up here somewhere? I did tell you I had more. So that's super cute down there. Right now. Thank you. Okay. Now maybe we found something that would work. Okay, I love this Let It Snow. The question is it clear? And it might be. It's clear. So, don't you dare. So I'm realizing now, by the way, guys, that I bought this at Hobby Lobby. I have never used it, and as I'm looking through it, there are stickers that are missing. So someone got into it. I hate it when people do that. I don't understand it. I guess. It is what it is. So the Let It Snow would have been perfect. Really would have been perfect. But these are Dear Sandra Sticker Pick foiled sheets. So I'm just... Now, there are certainly some really pretty things here. While I'm looking for that, I will show you. This was something I had been looking for. Because I think this is going to be perfect. Oh, it's still coming out. Cute little additional something. This one's driving me crazy. We're going to find a solution to this one. We're going to kind of have to find a solution now because this album is almost done. But almost done and done are two different things. So let's keep looking. Also, I'm going to put a Santa. I don't know where my Santas went. I have a wonderful pack of Santas on here. Okay, well. I'm starting to break into my die cuts and see if there's something here. There. Let's see. Okay. Tim Holtz. Sharon. I should have pulled these out a while ago. Here we go. Tim Holtz is going to save the day. So I'm kind of wondering, I really don't want to lose the top. If there's any way to avoid it, I would like to not lose. Oh, and there's the way to avoid it. Isn't that one perfect? Almost perfect. Shoot. How about this one? Okay. Too big. Put some of these back inside here for a moment. They're trying to escape. Okay. So, here's where we are. We are so close. And I'm going to get a little bit of, I think, blue. I'm going to look at that. It's a touch of blue. I don't think I have to match my blue perfectly. I'm not going to be able to, I don't think. That's actually kind of close. All right, I kind of like that. I'm going to slice off a piece. I'm sorry. I know I need a bigger table. Okay. Oh, that's about perfect. Pretty close to it. Oh, my word. Once again. That should fit. He kept shifting. That's perfect. We're going to go ahead and touch that one. And this is why you invest in Tim Holtz. Because this is what I should have done even earlier. And I have to say, I'm not sure I want to add anything to that. I kind of like that you could add your own sentiment, your own wording, your own something something to that. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to leave it. There you go. I don't know that I want to add anything to that. I kind of love it just the way it is. But if I wanted to, there's so many things. I could take a picture, or I've got these cute little, Santa, caroling. There's so many things I could put here. I like this winter wonderland. It's too big. Shoot. But I mean, you just have there are just no limits to this, but I'm going to try to keep it simple. That is honestly a hardship for me, to keep it simple, but I am going to try. I do want to add I want to put a little continuity, and I was thinking about adding a cute, and I like it. I'm going to. These are super cute. It's stuck. That's weird. Right there. Love him. All right, guys. We're done. So this is our album. This is the Christmas envelope album. Very simple. You open it up. You have a tuck here. You have a tuck here. You have an envelope there. You have envelopes here. Pick that up. And in here, I may add something to that. Jingle and Merry Christmas. You have envelopes everywhere. You have places to put so much. And then you just tie them up. How about we just make a bow? Tie them up sounds strange. And we're done. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed doing it with you. And if you liked it, I hope you feel the urge to give it a like and maybe subscribe. Thanks, guys. Cheers.